Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to catch you guys up and do kind of a pre and a post on my way there and on my way out. On December 27th, and I really do want to start with this because it's at the forefront of my mind. On December 27th, my father-in-law passed away. He'd been sent home on hospice, and he lived for about a week from the day they received the news on how his biopsy was. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the road. I just want to say a few words to that effect because I didn't really get to know him because of the distance. You know, he's in Nashville, but the few times I did see him, I mean, he was such a good man. And since his passing, I mean, just all of the messages I've seen and all of the wonderful things I've heard about him is he was a good man of character, a man of God, and he served God's people. I ask that you guys pray for my in-laws, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, and for my husband. I mean, they're devastated, and I understand that pain. And oddly enough, today is my beta test, and today is his wake. I didn't think it would come to this soon, and especially not going into this. I'm glad my husband is there, that he's been there, that he spent as much of his time in those last few moments with his father. It's a sacred time, so I'm glad he got to do that. It gives a sense of peace at the end of the day because you were there. My beta test this morning, I'm actually not looking forward to it. I think I started on day 5 taking pregnancy tests that were all negative. Every single home pregnancy test is negative. So I'm going into this with a heavy heart. It's been a very hard 2-week wait with extraordinarily difficult circumstances, and it's been hard. I mean, I know everybody's like, you got to be so calm and, take it easy and don't stress. I don't know how you not stress. I mean, you guys remember both my parents passed away. Dad, 5 months to the day that my father-in-law passed. Mom, it's been 15 months, and this year it's officially my first holidays without my parents, either one. And I tried to fake the funk for Thanksgiving, and I appreciate the family that included us in their holidays, but it's not the same, and it's never gonna be the same. And I decided for Christmas just not to go there. I thought, I'll just stay home with my kids, just low-key open gifts. I did put a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree up, and I tried. But I tried in my home, and I thought, this is as much as I can handle. Yes, I'm gonna not celebrate it like everyone else, and I'm not going to be at a big party, but I needed it for my own sanity to just say, you know what, it's the end of the year, nothing's the same. You can't fight that, no matter if you go to a gathering or if you're around so many people. You can't help how your heart feels. I loved my parents dearly, so this has been hard for me, hard for my kids, and with the 2-week wait on top of the holidays that I already knew would be tough, and then the news about my father-in-law, it's just been, I've been crying, I've cried, and I can't help it. I wished it could have been a better 2-week wait, but you know what? It's what I have. I have done everything I could, and I got to just give it to God from here and know that I gave it my everything that I could. Considering all the circumstances, y'all, I'm only human, and I'm going to hurt, and I'm going to feel the loss of my family, and I'm going to feel the loss that my husband's experiencing because I love him. And, you know, it's just one of those things where there's no off button. You can't turn it off. You're going to feel their pain, especially it being so recent in my own life. So yeah, I think no matter the outcome of this test, you know, God is in control. Curious to see what the doctor says because of my egg quality that improved, and also I produced a lot more eggs, yet I only ended up with 2 embryos. I'm curious to ask about, I think it's called ICSI, I'll look it up, but where they inject the sperm into the egg, because 7 of my eggs didn't get fertilized, even though they were good quality eggs, and the sperm wasn't able to penetrate. So I'm going to find out about that. Also, I ended up in the hospital about 10 days after my retrieval due to the asthma. Remember I told you guys I get stridor? Well, it was worse this time, and I had to go to the ER. It sounded like wheezing in my chest, crackling in my chest. My lungs were just shot. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll leave it here and I'll be back after my appointment. Well, guys, I'm back in the U.S. I had I think a couple hour wait at the bridge, and I got really bad news. And I didn't do this at the bridge because I gave myself that time to kind of get over it. But I mean, let's be honest, there's no getting over it. It was bad news, and I'm not pregnant. I'm due to come back on Wednesday. The doctor's actually not here today. The nurse saw me and they ran my labs, and it's come back with a negative. I bought my flight. I'm heading out to Nashville. I'm surprising my husband. He has no idea. Today is the wake, and tomorrow's the actual funeral. So I had to miss today because of my appointment, but I just don't see the point of not going now. This is such a hard time, and on 2 fronts. I mean, we were hoping at least this would be some good news in the middle of all things bad, but apparently it's gonna continue to be all things bad. It's super disheartening, and yeah, I can't think of anything other to do than just to buy my flight and get the heck out of Dodge. I've already driven myself crazy over this. I broke down. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I cried. I just asked the nurse to please leave me to cry because I couldn't bear it. I thought I would do better, y'all, because honestly, I was expecting this negative. So I thought, yeah, I'll do better this time. I'm preparing myself. I'm prepared. Hell no. You can't do anything to prepare. No, my heart was in it. I wanted this. I really wanted this, you know, and with the loss of my father-in-law and not being there, I just, gosh, I can't tell y'all how torn I am. And so now I'm trying to decide what questions to get together for the doctor. I had high quality eggs, high quality blastocysts, and I wasted 7 eggs, you guys, that didn't get fertilized. Why didn't they stick? You know, why didn't the sperm penetrate? I mean, can we do where it's I think it's ICSI, and just inject good sperm in there. I don't know. You know, I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm feeling desperate to be with my husband. And I was hoping to give him some good news. And I just thought, you know, when is it fair enough that we've suffered enough? When is it that we'll just get our little rainbow baby at the end of all of this? And how much more money do I want to put into this? How many more times do we want to try? Because it's devastating. It's heart-wrenching. I don't even know how else to say it. There's been so much going on. My heart just hurts at this point. Why it didn't happen, I don't understand. You guys have been watching me. I forgot to say this on my last video. I went to the midwife and she made sure everything was ready to receive a baby. I went and I took more specific vitamins. I mean, I feel like it's out of my control. You know, I need the doctor to do something, or, you know, like I asked you guys this one time, what is your limit? I mean, have you really truly considered, if this fails, how many times are you willing to do it? Because all I'm thinking is I could use a real good holiday somewhere, go on vacation and forget about everything for a few days, take my kids. I mean, as much money as I'm spending on this, I know I'm just venting now, but how many times is my limit? You know, I'm getting there, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I cried so much. I even left that room crying. I got into the waiting area and I cried. And I'm running out of time, y'all. I'm gonna be 39 in January. These 2 attempts, I'm 38. I'm going on 39. And I don't know. I don't know if this next one will be my last attempt, because this is breaking my heart. And I will be with my husband as he buries his father, and that's all I can do, and just take it a day at a time and see what the doctor says to me when I see him on Wednesday. For now, I'm gonna run like a mad woman. I'll edit this video probably while I'm on the plane. I don't want my husband to see that I'm going. Please send prayers. I know my in-law family is just struggling, and I'm struggling, my husband's struggling, and this is just not turned out. I wish I had better news, you guys. Thanks for watching.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and move.